How's it? English. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii channel. The channel where we're getting hexed from afar, just from upstairs, and everything goes wrong. Right now. Yesterday, my mom had a medical thing. It wasn't too much of an emergency, but it definitely in medical attention. It's just her knee, but it's okay right now. But it needed attention yesterday, and in the morning, this part breaks loose. So this is not useless now. So I can no longer import video into my computer. So this is all done via this one little thing here, and it's just been hexed. I mean, a whole lot of stuff. I really truly believe it. She's putting the whammy voodoo, and some of it's actually working, and it frustrates me, and it makes me actually pissed off, which is its goal. These things are designed to frustrate you, then you get all cortisol, fixated on resentment. So, that being said, I did get a little tripod thing. These are like under 10 bucks, but it has the wrong tab. It doesn't have the right cap. They didn't send me the little top part. Once again. But you know what I'm saying. And then I have some medical coming up. So it's going to get weird. There's Shakespeare on Sunday tonight. And we're under new management in a sense. And I don't know how well it's going to go. But be looking for that. All that being said, welcome to News Pepah. Yes. With the newspaper, we look at the newspaper. And since things went wrong and things weren't turned on, this is actually take 2. Welcome. Like, subscribe. You can't get enough of this stuff. No, so please support the channel. Like, subscribe, share with a friend. Maybe they'll watch it. Maybe they'll watch it for 1 second. I don't know. It's going to be such a long road. I was trying to get monetized. Jesus, have mercy upon my life. But I don't know. I've even been sending little communications like to outer space. Maybe that's them. But for the most part, they haven't been replying. But sending this out and sending this out. Just like the guy already. Put like, subscribe. Share with a friend. If you watch to the end, just like. I'm gonna take the chip out of this guy. Oh God, what a headache. Just do it, please. It's just a human. Thank you, alien man, person. Do you know the naked buffalo? Alright, so here's the paper, and it's completely all whacked out. So let's do this thing quicker, and maybe, you might have seen a lot of this news, but here in Hawaii, here's the headline. Headline reads, you know what this is? I was in a company that hired me for 3 months. It was actually 4 months. But it was a horrible little thing. It was I was in the executive area of administration for some reason. I think, because they lost somebody who left them. And I'd look around and I'd see people I thought they would work in there forever, and then I found a better job. Left and right, dropping like what? What? Then after 3 months, the guy stuck me on this horrible project. It was like all myself and the 5, 6, all thousands of I had to redo their filing system, which was botched up because of this very practice, which I'm about to tell you. They fire you after 3 months. Why? Because it costs less for the employer. After 3 months, they have to they have to treat you like a full employee. Under 3 months, you're temporary, provisional. So, you can be fired, you can be let go for any reason. After 3 months, they have to pay out more, and they have to pay unemployment tax. And so this going up because these insurance people are trying to save their butts means the employees is going to go on them, which means you're going to not have to be able to get, because they take advantage of the workforce. So you're going to be going out for the small job, and after 3 months it's going to be unbearable and you'll quit. Or they'll let you go with some excuse. I don't like your hairstyle or something, and then you're fired. Well, you let go. Welcome to America. Greedy. New cases 159 on Oahu, this island. 124 daily average. 124. So every day 124 people are getting infected. There's something wrong. This is an island, so the numbers being low, don't let it get you. Oh, these are a lot of numbers, a lot of places. See, but that mentality makes these numbers high. 4.4 rate of infection. State total 250. So that's that. A lot of people just not learn. I don't get it. I don't learn. And Trump is facing his historic second impeachment Monday. But he's going to leave office pretty soon. Why even bother? They're going to go for it. I mean, bother. If this horrible thing, which obviously all of his comments were intended to direct its progress and initiation, its what do you call it? Whatever you call it. And he did it. he said, "Go and get them, go and get them," and then "I'll be there with you," he said, and then he left, and then they went. And then afterwards, he's like, "Oh, it wasn't as successful as we thought, but we still love you. You're a proud leader, and you're proud." So, and the people that were doing this, they found more footage and more evidence, and they're a lot deadlier. It's not so much like it's definitely beyond protest. It's basically like a lynch mob. They wanted to kill people. Kill. Now, Mongoose Max Hawaii does not condone violence. Matter of fact, Mongoose Max Hawaii promotes Moses. If you don't know who Moses is, let me clue you in. Thou shalt not kill. Let my people free, Pharaoh. Yeah. So, what do you got? And also, don't bear false witness. Twitch. And so anyways, these people were out to kill, hang, and I didn't think naked buffalo guy or people like that would get arrested, but the FBI went out and arrested him and others because his story is he went from Arizona, heard the call of the master, gathered a group, and went to Washington, D.C. to support the outrage and become an outrage. And so it wasn't like he was just gathering attention to himself with flesh-colored leotards. Am I naked or am I not? I got buffalo hairs. It wasn't just attention grabbing. That guy was inciting people to go forward. Now that's my point. It's not just like a handful of people that are killers that are probably, if they would have, they could have, and they probably would have killed people. That's lynch mob. So it's not just that. All these ones egging it on are basically just as guilty in the eyes of the law. Get that. So, it's a lot more serious as far as the charges, and that's all over the place with that. And the big ringleader is the president. Like, what? And Republicans too. There's like Ted Cruz, name names, and Hawking, or whatever the hell his name. They're gonna get nailed to the wall right after that. Yeah, it's the bad thing. And then, it doesn't work that way. Back in the day, 1959, we have a dress shop on Bishop. Wow, the latest line of fashionable dresses and accessories. Wow, look at those dresses. They're so cool. From the 1959. And we'll go to the statehood. The statehood commemoration. That's the year Hawaii became a state. Hawaii reels the flag. And Californians get killed off by the virus. Trump seeks new online megaphone. What platform is gonna onboard? He got banned from Twitter for life. Forever. You may not come back to Twitter forever. And he went from @real Donald Trump, his account, and he went to the official White House one. I'm gonna sneak a few tweets out there. He's addicted to the tweet. He's a twit. Investigator was fine. So they're gonna go impeachable offense for sure. And when you look at the closer you look at it, yeah, you don't even have to look that close. And so people, I don't understand the Trumpers that are still, I knew somebody who had this son as adult and it was like business, the guy, and they're like so Texas, right? And they're so pro-Trump, and they tweet each other. Facebook. They message each other how pro-Trump they are. Oh, they're like they just, bow down to the Trump. And these are solid, stable businessmen. They're not like street junkies. The street junkies wouldn't be doing Trump anyway. But never mind. So anyways, I'm sitting there going, why are they so pro-Trump? Right? Why? And it's because they're business people. And they got a pretty significant business, like over $400,000. And so the they get taxed in Democrat policies, they would be taxed. And they don't want to be taxed. They want Republican things where they give tax breaks to the wealthy. So the wealthy become wealthier. And you poor people like me suck and become homeless. And so that's the reason. That's why they hate those minorities, because they're on the welfare taking their tax dollars, preventing the rich from getting richer. And that's what it really boils down to, in my not humble opinion. Maybe I'm just uneducated. Maybe I'm wrong. Write in the comments. But finally he did recant. I saw a post lately. That's why I brought it up. He's like, well, he lost my vote. Trump. He lost this guy's vote. So I was like, dude, vote. If he's impeached, he could never run for public federal office again, ever. Like Twitter banned him, the U.S. government banned him for being in an election, ever. He lost everybody's vote permanently. Even if you support him, you definitely lost your vote. 2. Well, I don't know. I could go on, but down the scroll, someone else said, yeah, his fiscal policy and something else policy, too bad, because we really needed his fiscal policy. It just said fiscal. Less taxes. Don't tax me, less government, which means less taxes. Don't tax me, I'm trying to get more. Don't give my tax. When people say that, my taxpayer dollars and shit. Okay. This paper is obviously messed up. Tours, we don't need that. This is super cool. Local businesses. did back in the day. Now this is cute. Oh gosh, what have we got in time? Back in time. Take two. This long. Alright, there we go. And Big Q says, with COVID-19 cases surging here, will you be avoiding all social gatherings for the next 2 weeks as urged by officials? 20%, no change. I'm careful when I'm out. 12%, somewhat, I'll curb. 68%, yes, we'll heed for health safety. Of course. And Hawaii's a little bit more. I mean, there's a big bulk, as you can see, 68% that are like, bam, man, you don't want to get this whole vaccination. See, I think the vaccination's out there so people, there's the vaccine, who cares, social gather, and it's spreading like wildfire. And now there's a new variant spreading even faster. It's not going away because people are doing that. But I'll just get the vaccine. I'm okay. I'll tell you what, the after effects of the Corona-19 virus are being found out more and more, and there's permanent damage documented. Neurological systems, breathing systems. It's like every system in your body gets attacked. It's not just my lungs. It's all. So you'll be prone to strokes and heart attacks like this when you're 30. All kind of stuff. And neurological things. You know the one where you can't smell? Nerves. It attacks nerves, attacks this, attacks that. It's like, not just, and then it's killing us. Alright. Fun stuff, huh? Hey, wear a mask. Wash your hands. Social distance. Easier. A political cartoon. Using images posted online, the FBI identifies ringleader of the Capitol Hill insurrection at his compound. He's pointing to the White House. I get it now. No, not bad. It's bluntly being political. And it's somewhat... Anyways, let's go down to some of these things here. And hopefully my take two and all this effort. I tell you, there's like this stuff happening. Alright. There's something else is going to go wrong for sure. That's what happens when I get the hexes going. It's it, I swear to God. Alright, letters to the editor. Let's see. Opinions of people in Hawaii. No. To homeowners. Siwa exemptions. That was a big thing. There's ones that go way out into the ocean. That's the ones that really seawall. I mean, they make like fish ponds. Then there's ones that are fortifying the ocean. I mean, eroding underneath their home. They don't make these distinct. Anyways, most people who live in Hawaii beachfront homes are there because they want to enjoy the beauty of our Pacific Ocean and have easy access to the shoreline. Most have purchased their coastal properties even though they know the shoreline belongs to the public and that it extends to the high water mark. It is only reasonable to assume that these folks know the conditions that define their property rights. Permit to armor coastal properties should cease. There is no rational reason for the city to permit seawalls ever. City officials Kathy Tokugawa's defense for allowing seawalls as a way to control soft soil runoff from entering the shoreline is utterly ridiculous. What happens if the ocean threatens a structure on a house lot and seawall exemptions are no longer given? Owner moves to high ground. Like the Stevie Wonder song. Moving high ground. Stevie Wonder. Can't play that. Copyright. Owner moves to high ground. He takes his loss as an important life lesson, that one should only gamble with he or she can afford to lose. City Council Chairman Tommy Waters says hardship exemptions should receive more scrutiny. However, I believe exemptions to homeowners should be non-existent. Miley Gu. Kuli O'u Kalani Iki. Kulio O or O'u. Kulio O'u. Yes and no, because like I said, seawalls that extend outside, like past into the ocean, into the beach, past the beach into the ocean, definitely no. Those are the ones getting exemptions. The ones that are right underneath, like, I don't know, high water mark, my guess. Global warming, the sea rise is life. Anyways, don't allow a band. No, we're not doing that. Abandoned vehicles. Oh boy. Americans assault their own symbol. The insurrection against the U.S. Capitol on January 6th too often has been compared to the British attack of 1812. But what sets the two inexorably apart is this. In 1812, it was a foreign adversary that mounted the attack against the enemy position. In 2021, it was Americans attacking their own symbol of strength. Wendy Polit Kanioi. Sorry to go Hannibal Lecter at the end of that. Just went from something into Hannibal. Yeah. Thank you for the U.S. history lesson. Distinction. You get a little distinction of honor. For distincting, that's distinctly different. But the thing is, I think they were comparing not the differences, but the similarity. There's a parallel to that, because they're attacking the Capitol and they got inside with a violent, basically, lynch mob. So, yeah, it was our own people that did it. So, but, it wasn't a foreign war, it was an internal war. Like, as if to say the Spanish-American War versus the Civil War. Anyways, moving on. Storming of the Capitol, dark day in history. I am a lifelong Republican, but more importantly, I am a lifelong American. As I watched that mob storm our U.S. Capitol building, I was saddened and sickened. This type of dissent and protest has no place in American political system at all. Those who participated should feel a sense of shame for giving America its darkest day in history. This is the low watermark of America. May we all grow in peace and unity as a result of this day. James Roller Mililani. James Roller Mililani, from the detection of your rhetorical construct, from your diction selection, it looks like you're a Republican. Oh, you go. Hey, I'm sorry, he says that right off the bat. I am a lifelong Republican. And that, too, is kind of a clue. But notice his speech is the same as speeches that were given by Republicans when they recanted. They have to say the insurrection part, mob. When you listen to fools, the mob rules. And they attacked the Capitol. And 5 people are dead as a result. And they were out to kill people. So they have to say that was bad. And it's obviously a Republican effort because the president incited it and directed it and called for it. Naked Buffalo. The president said to go to the White House and go to the Capitol, and people followed. This wasn't blame somebody else. What was the other group? It was that terrorist group. It wasn't. It was terrorist group that was discussed. BS. So the Republicans are trying it all over again, even after. And they have the speeches. We must go for peace and unity. And your speech reflects it. All right. How are the Hawaiians that the day must keep talking on our offenders? Is this one any good? Roaming the streets. Yeah. Criminals roaming the streets. Yeah, there's home burglaries over here. I'm not going to reread that one. Why are these criminals roaming the streets? Our justice system is bogus. Where's our justice system? Where is the justice when you need it? Yeah, the guy's like, he's a kidnapper, criminal, all kinds of stuff, assault and car theft, and he's breaking into old people's homes and robbing them at gunpoint and tying them up. These are the guys that should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Smack the duck condone violence. The death penalty, that's for you guys to figure out. Anyway, I sit here, texted, broken-hearted, but I don't have a sense of shame. Not for what I'm doing. I feel victimized. So I'm going to go hang loose, regather the strength. And by all means, hang loose and aloha.